All right, guys. We're on episode 2 now. This will be the candlesticks episode. Because what the fuck are we looking at right here? Bro, we're looking at candlesticks, right? So, right here, let me just kind of clear my chart here and make it less ugly. I'm gonna get rid of ES2. We don't really need ES here. Nobody loves you, ES. We only fuck with NASDAQ. This is a candlestick, okay? I'll kind of break down what it is for you here. So, a candlestick essentially is a time, okay? It's price and time. So price basically is what you're seeing right here, like the pattern, okay? This is price. Look at the right-hand side of your screen, see it's like 1800, 599, 1800, 544. That's price, okay? This is price action. This is price taking an action, up, down, up, down, up. This is price action, okay? And price is just what you're calling the index or the stock you're trading, okay? This is called price. So price and time move alongside each other. This is why when you see in this candlestick right here, it's opening and closing at a certain time within a certain time frame, and it moves up or down within this time. Okay. I hope it's not too complicated to understand. Just price and time, they move alongside, okay? This right here is a candlestick, as we've just talked about. Now let's talk about time. So right here, we can see that this is Thursday, April 17th at 2 a.m. because we move in military time, right? Oh shit, let me actually do one of these guys. Yeah, okay, bet. Let me just do it until 6. Perfect. Okay, let's make this like yellow or some shit. Boom. Oh, I just opened Minecraft, oops. Okay, so this right here, I'll do it up here as well, is a candlestick pattern for 2 a.m. until 6 a.m. Eastern. We go by Eastern time because we trade in New York. So I'll explain to you what a candlestick is right here. As you can see, we have two types of candles, white and blue candles, specifically for me. It's the colors that I prefer to use. So there's a price action called bullish and bearish. Okay, so bullish, you can think of it as like a bull. You know, the bull got horns, the horns go up. That means that price is going up. Okay, that's a bullish candle. This blue one right here, because price is going up. A bearish candle means it's the bear. Okay, the bear doesn't have fucking horns, so it goes down. Okay, boom. Bearish candle or bearish price action. Bearish means down, bullish means up. Write that shit down. I'm gonna write it on the chart so you guys can see. Okay, bullish. You know, bull horn. Bro, when I was a kid, I used to like, dude. I don't know if you guys did chemistry, but like when we were talking about like cations and anions, the cats have like paws, so it's like positive. You get what I mean? So yeah, the bull got bull horns, so they go up, right? Boom, 2000 IQ up, okay? Because they got bull horns. Bearish, you know when the bitches say like, "Oh, I'll choose the bear over the guy. I'll choose the bear." So think about it as like, I'm not gonna say it, but down. Down, okay. Bullish, bearish. Yes. So, as you can see here, this is a candle. But let's talk about what a candlestick actually is. Okay, now you guys know which direction they're going, but we gotta talk about what they actually are, okay? So, let's not do that. There we go. Okay, so to present, this is, I'll make it freaking blue so you guys can see. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Boom. Boom, baby. Where's my thing? Okay, perfect. Let me actually do this. This will be nicer. So this right here is a candlestick, right? It's like the same thing you're seeing on the screen right here. So essentially, since it's blue, it means that it's a, I guess I can make this black as well. What it means is that it's a, you know, bullish candle, right? But we got to talk about the body and the wick. Okay, because there's some things here that you guys don't understand. There's this thing right here. It's called a wick, okay? It's like a little pubic hair. Okay, got a little wick up here as well. right? Some candles don't even have wicks. All right, like this price action is actually really bad, but you can't really find one. But like this guy right here, he has like a little wick, but oh yeah, this right here, no wick, no top wick, just a body. I'll kind of zoom in. See, no top wick. Okay. Sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't, but they'll always have a body. That's for sure. Actually, that's not even true. I'm a little sped. Yeah, sometimes the body's hella small. You don't normally see these things, so it's very rare, and usually they mean a certain thing. This is our candlestick right here. Okay, so bullish candlestick, and this is the body of it. So what a body of a candlestick means is that it opens low and closes high, signifying that the candle has moved bullish since the formation of it. Okay, what the wicks mean is that price has traveled to these areas within this time frame, but didn't close or open in these areas. So essentially, if you were to take a look at this candlestick right here, over time, it has opened here. Maybe it did some shenanigans, did some of this, whatever. Right, it went up here and then touched up here eventually, but then it closed here. So if you were to like zoom out, it's kind of like scuffed a little bit. This is kind of what it looks like, right? I'll give you guys a pretty good example right here. So right here at the start of the 2 a.m. opening, the candle opened right here. Okay. And it opened bearish because it opened high and closed low. However, prices traveled within this area right here from the price level of, if you look at the right hand side of the screen, I'll mark it out, 18,538, and has touched down to 18,530.25 within this time frame of 5 minutes, because we're on the 5-minute time frame, as you can see here. However, just because it went down here does not mean that it closed down here. It closed over here. Okay. So the body of a candle means the open and the close. Okay. If it's bullish, that means it closed low and it opened low and closed high, right? Meaning that it's bullish, just it goes up. If it's a bearish candle, it opens high but closes low. All right. Now let me guys show you why I marked out the 4-hour candle here. So essentially, in this 4-hour range, we opened right here at this price level of 18,538, but then we closed right about, where's 6 right here? We closed right here at 18,567. But the highest point that we reached, I'll mark it out in blue, would be 18,652. And let's mark out the lowest point. It's going to be 18,524. Look what happens when I change the time frame to from the 5-minute to the 4-hour. Watch this. This is going to be sick. Watch this. Boom. Isn't that crazy? So this was the lowest point of the candle, right? You see, I'll kind of get rid of this for now. I'll get rid of this too. I'll get rid of this. This is the highest point of the candle, right? This is the lowest point. Now, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the body. Maybe it's bugging a little bit. Let me check it back on the 5-minute. Charts have been weird lately. Anyways, you get my point. Okay. This is where prices reach in this 4-hour time, as well as here, but the bodies open and close here, right? Let me actually go back in the 5-minute. Let me just... 6 a.m. Yeah, I really don't know. This is some weird shit. Anyways, probably because the market is closed or something. But you guys get my point, okay? So essentially, when you look at the higher time frame, okay, you'll want to know what happened within this time range, right? Within this price range of time frame that you're looking at on. So that's why you go to lower time frames and you can get more information. So we'll see 1 hour, right? 1600. Let's look at what happened within the hour and the 15-minute time frame. So if we're going to be looking at the 15-minute, that means we're going to be seeing 4 candles, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. We saw that price, ranged up a little bit, came back down, and it kept going up. Even though on the 1 hour just tells us that it shot straight up. But we want to know specifics. So let's hop on the 5-minute. Boom. This is a lot more information. Starting at 1600, price ranged up, went back down, back up, tagged it a little bit higher up, and then came back down, and then slowly went back up. Boom. Look how much information I got just by going to the lower time frames. That's perfect. One thing that you guys should always know though is that the higher time frames will always hold more power, right? For example, right now we're in a bear market. Well, let's not look at any of this. Okay, this is Trump's fucking Trump's freaking trolling, bro. But let's look at this where price action was just bearish, right? It's going down on the higher time frame. Let's look on the 4 hour, right? It's just bearish. It's been bearish ever since like February, right? So likely when you wake up in the morning, the market is probably going to be bearish compared to before that when it used to be bullish, right? If you go to lower time frames, that could change. But the high time frames will always hold the power. That's where daily bias comes in. Okay, like it doesn't make sense if we're going to try to predict the market, because that's kind of what we do in day trading. It doesn't make sense for us to go like short, which means down, long means up, bullish. That's what. Okay, if we go longing, let's write this down again. Okay, long equals bullish equals up, short equals bearish equals down. Yo, listen, bro, if you're like mad retarded like me and you don't understand any of this and it's taking you a really, really long time to, bro, please do not feel bad, because I took so long to understand these concepts, like an unhealthy amount of time, bro. Like I didn't know the difference between, bro, right now, I still don't know the difference between sell side and buy side liquidity, bro. Like, and sell side liquidity just means like down, like this, and then buy side's like the top. Like I still don't know it like off the top of my head, bro. Like don't feel bad, okay? Just trust me, bro. Just it'll take time, but you'll get it. Don't trip about it. Anyways, it doesn't make sense for us to go short if the market structure is bullish and vice versa. If the market structure is bearish, why would we go long? You know what I mean? It just makes more sense to go short if we see the market. The trend is your friend. Don't fucking play against the trend, bro. You only want to do that in like short-term trades, and that's a whole different thing. We don't want to be talking about what kind of trader we're trying to be right now. Just the trend is your friend. That's the most important thing, okay? So if I see trending down, I'm going to find an entry for a short. Okay, I'm not going to find an entry for a long. It's pretty light. Unless I see one. If I see a really nice one, maybe I'll take it. But I'll get a better chance of winning if I go short. Okay, that is market structure with candlesticks. I hope you guys understood it a little bit better. So for example, right here, actually, no, I'll leave that for the next video. Okay, so that was like an overall, description of candlesticks and how they work. I'm going to give you guys kind of like work to do on your own to understand this a little bit better, because you're never going to understand it unless you actually do it yourself, like do things yourself. So what I want you guys to do here is I want you to mark out each of these time frames, okay? Mark out the daily, the 4 hour, actually no, leave the daily, forget the daily. The 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15-minute, the 5-minute, and then the 1 minute. Those are the most important ones. Don't worry about the other ones that I have, okay? So the 1 minute, 5-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour. Okay? Start in the 4 hour and then go down to the 1 minute. For each of these time frames, I want you guys to find 5 candlesticks per time frame, and I want you guys to look at it and determine what is going on in that candlestick. So I'm gonna hop on the 4 hour, okay, and I'm looking at this candlestick right here, the one that's at Wednesday, April 16th at 10 a.m. So I want you guys to understand what's happening. This is a bearish candlestick. Okay. It opened here at this price level of 18,523, and it closed at this price level of 18,293. Okay. However, it ranged all the way up here, which is 200 points, but then came back down and then eventually closed at 18,288. So look at it, kind of realize what's going on in that candlestick. And if you want, you can hop on the lower time frame, check it out, see, oh wow, okay, it opened here, went all the way up here, and came back down here. Wow, how interesting. You guys just understand what's going on with each candlestick. And then once you guys do it a couple times with the 4 hour, hop on the 1 hour, do the same thing, and then keep going down until you reach the 1 minute. And by then, it'll take you like 5, maybe 10 minutes if you want to take your time. And that's it. That's literally it. I'm not asking you guys to do a lot. Just asking you guys to understand. So, yep. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.